Hello, Universe. What's up? It's Brandy619, and I'm coming on here because I want to know. This is for the women out there. Is there a link between your method of birth control and high blood pressure? Because I'm kind of having an experience right now, and I want to know if anybody else is on birth control and having an issue with their blood pressure being high. Let me know down in the description box, because I don't think I'm tripping. Now let me tell you, oh my gosh, girl, you got all that damn conditioner all over my window. So this is the thing. I went to the doctor yesterday and my blood pressure was elevated. Now, in the last 2 years, I've been to the doctor 3 times, and each time my blood pressure was elevated. Before these last 2 years, I always would go to the doctor. I've been pregnant several times, never had a problem with preeclampsia or anything like that. My blood pressure has never been high. I've never had an issue. I've always been this same size over almost like my last 2 pregnancies. I've always been around, don't worry about it, but I've always been this weight, right? For a while. No issues, great health, no issues, no issues, okay? And I'm a thicker girl now. But for these last 3 visits over the last 2 years, my blood pressure has been high. And so I'm asking myself, well, damn, I'm not doing anything different than I used to do before. The only difference is that I've turned 2 years older, because I had her when I was 41. I turned 42. I turned 43 just this February. That's the only thing that's different. My diet's the same. My weight stays like this. It stays like this. It don't go up and it don't go down. It just stays right here. So, it would be easier for me to lose weight really than to gain weight. Like, I would have to really be being overly excessive for me to gain weight. You know what I'm saying? But I just stay right here. I've always been that. When I tell you, I called to make an appointment with the OBGYN because I went on Google and I asked Google, because I'm like, what has changed? Nothing has changed apart from, again, turning 2 years older and getting an IUD as my method of birth control right after pushing my baby out. They inserted that IUD, which is the Mirena brand. They inserted it, and I've had it. Now, I did have it changed out. Okay, so I had that one the first year, and then I was just spotting, and that was ridiculous. It was just in the way, and I couldn't get active. You know what I'm saying? The way I want to get active, and I didn't like that. So I went to have them take it out, but then when she took it out, she said, "Oh, well, the arm on it is bent. Do you think that you might want to try it again?" And so I'm like, well, I guess so, girl. Go on ahead and put it in again, because it had been a year. So I'm like, I don't want to go through the withdrawals, whatever that's gonna look like. Like, let me go ahead and put it in and just, you know what I'm saying, just kind of see what that does. So that one was a little better, but it's still kind of wonky and weird too, with the cycles and spotting and all these different weird things, like, but much better than the first one. So now this is my 2nd year being on it. They told me, hey, give it up until June, to see its full effects, X, Y, and Z. It is now August something, 2024. I had my baby February 2022. Mind you, like I said, I've been to the doctor 3 times in the last 2 years, and each time my blood pressure has been elevated. That is a problem for me when it comes to my job. Like, it's just a problem. So I'm like, bro, I need to talk to this OBGYN and ask her, hey, is this even possible? Like, can my IUD caused my blood pressure to go up. And so I went on Google, and when I went on Google, I was like, look, well, hot damn. Yes, it says that if you have the Mirena in as your form of birth control, your blood pressure can definitely go up. It can cause stroke or risk of heart attack. That is what it says. It says that it can also cause issues with your arteries or something, whatever it was saying. But I'm like, or clotting is what it said. It had caused issues with clotting. And I'm like, bro, this is the only thing that it could be, because this has never been an issue before that. Even when I was 9 months pregnant, they taken my blood pressure, no blood pressure issue. Only once they inserted this freaking Mirena have I been having this issue. So listen, ladies, if you guys have IUD inside, and they said that it's linked to the estrogen, the particular estrogen that's inside of that Mirena is what causes your blood pressure elevations to spike. So if any of you guys are walking around with IUD, Mirena in particular, I can't speak for any of the other ones, and your doctor is saying that you have high blood pressure and they just put you on blood pressure medication without asking you anything else about it, or why you think this may be happening, or you know what I'm saying, how this could happen, I think that you need to bring it to your doctor's attention and have them pull that IUD out and give you something else. Even you need to have something with some low estrogen or something like that. But you need to do that because it's probably what's causing your high blood pressure. Now, I have not yet taken mine out because I told them, listen, I need somebody to take this out ASAP. Like yesterday. And the thing with Kaiser is that they don't got real lazy since COVID, and they just been pushing out. I don't know if it's less people working still, less people working from home, or more people working from home, sleeping at home and not doing their damn job. But the appointments is just pushed so far out, just ridiculously pushed out. I need this to be taken out. So they went on ahead and scheduled me somebody for the end of this month, which I'm thankful for. But she was like, hey, I only have a male doctor. I said, I don't care who it is. We need to take this out because high blood pressure just ain't gonna work for me. It's a no for me. You know what I mean? So any of you guys who are having an issue with your blood pressure right now, I want you to consider that it very well may be, especially if you never had an issue before, I want you to consider that it very well may be your form of birth control. I want you to go to your doctor and I want you to ask them to take it out and see if that makes a difference at all, because you don't need to be walking around on medication if you actually wouldn't otherwise have a blood pressure problem. You know what I'm saying? So, but for real, anybody out here with an IUD who is experiencing issues with their blood pressure, let me know down in the comment section, because I promise when I do take this out, I am definitely gonna let y'all know what happened with my blood pressure, if it went down, if it stayed the same, or if it went up, or if I do really end up needing medication. But in the meantime, in between time though, I do want to say that, you know, at 42 your metabolism does go down, things do begin to change, so it is important to try to eat a little better and get your exercise in daily if you can, or at least every other day. And you know what I'm saying, jump on your apple cider vinegar. But tell your mans though, he gonna have to stop being lazy, because you pushed out them babies. They always want you to get your tubes tied and burnt and clipped and all of that kind of stuff. They always want you to jump on the birth control, and they don't want to do nothing but just jump inside and jump up and down on you. No, let y'all do no, I'm about to pull this out, and you gonna have to go either get clipped and snipped, or you gonna have to put them raincoats on, or you gonna have to do something. We ain't doing no pull-out method, but you gonna have to do something, because it's your turn. You know what I'm saying? It's your turn. Like, this stuff is affecting my body at this point, and you sitting around here scot-free. You know what I'm saying? I don't think so. It's time for him to accept some responsibility apart from these children. You know what I'm saying? And nah, it's his turn. So don't be out here on nobody medication. They always want to dope you up with medication, bro. If your body do not need the medication, if your body simply needs for you to get on a different kind of birth control, let that be what it is. Pull that thing out of there. Forget about the no periods and all that weird shit. No, get your period every month. you know what I'm saying, track your cycle, whatever it is you're doing, but don't let your birth control be the reason why you walking around here on medication when you don't have to be. Okay, so I'm gonna keep that a solid. But y'all check up on yourself, because these things that we taking and put in our bodies and different things like that to make life easier for ourselves is actually tearing our bodies up. So I'll just say that and leave it at that. Have a great day.